This video has been faked, and today I'm going to be attempting to recreate it as well as demonstrating how to spot other faked videos like this. Every single day, 82 years worth of footage is uploaded onto social media platforms. The fitness industry takes up a whopping 3.75% of that, meaning that's an incredibly competitive space which keeps on growing every single day. To combat this, some fitness influencers resort to uploading faked videos, showcasing them doing high-level skills and stunts, which in reality they cannot complete without the aid of video editing. The video clip shown previously comes from the YouTuber Brownie, who posted this video as a prank on his subscribers in order to convince them he could do this high-level calisthenics skill. He later uploaded the original unedited version, as seen here. This editing trick was done using masking. Masking is the process of taking various elements of the foreground and cropping them out in order to replace them then with a picture of the background to fill in this newly created empty space. To understand this, I challenged myself to recreate this clip using a free editing software anyone can download and YouTube tutorials everyone has access to. Here's the clip I managed to create. Although if looking closely, you begin to notice small inconsistencies and flaws, I think this is okay for my first ever attempt. In order to understand how to spot masking, it's important to understand how it works. Here's an example of basic masking. To start things off, you need a tripod. From there, I got a still picture of the background in the same position and camera angle as I want the video to be in. After that, my subject can enter the frame, and I took a short video. Once this is recorded, I can place it in my editing software. Then, I can easily draw a mask which is kind of like a custom crop of any shape you draw. Now that the mask is drawn, I can import the background photo I took and place it behind the video. And just like that, it fills in all the gaps I created with the mask. These are the basics of masking, and it's used all the time in movies, ads, and especially on social media. Here are 3 crucial tips to help you spot masking and avoid ever being tricked by it again. Tip number 1. Imagine the clip without masking. So in your mind, strip away the layers of editing until you're left with the original version. Try to imagine how this could have been accomplished. For instance, if you imagine how my video is faked. Now, excuse my drawing skills, but you can imagine someone holding up the feet from the bottom, for instance. You can even imagine someone lifting it up from the side. You could also imagine some type of structure to support you at the waist here. You could also imagine somebody holding me up at the ankles with a resistance band, like there was in Brownie's video. That leads us to tip number 2, finding inconsistencies. What I mean by that is now that you have identified different places that this editing could be taking place, now go back through the video and look specifically on those exact areas. Eventually, while scrolling through the video, you'll find some type of inconsistency or flaw which suggests that there has been masking. For instance, in my video, if you scroll through it, you can see a small band around my ankle which hasn't been masked out as it is a part of the foreground. In Brownie's video, you can see some flickering around the feet as well as some flickering around the tree. And if you zoom in, you can see small hints of the resistance band also used. This brings us to tip number 3, slow it down. On most platforms, you can slow down the video and put it in slow motion. From here, look through each individual frame, and as previously mentioned, look at the areas where you think there might be some masking going on. You will quickly be able to spot different inconsistencies and flaws in the video, and it becomes much more apparent when you know where to look. For instance, if you look at my video and look at the different ways that we discussed it could have been faked, those areas all have different inconsistencies going on. For instance, in the first few seconds of the video, you can see this shot, which shows the resistance band as well as where the masking line happened. Here's what this clip looked like before masking. So with that said, I hope you've learned something and hope that you can apply this information into real life. With that said, that's all I have for now.